For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense takes the field for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Makes the catch. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Hill. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Hauls it in at the 25, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
That's reeled in. It's Santiago. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Norman. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
I love the execution by the defense here. Hey, listen, the jet sweep, obviously more and more popular. We got to contain the edges. We can't let him get wild outside. Nice job containing the football, everybody rallying and limiting the damage on the play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Complete. At the 45, on his way. Running free. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
First and goal for Mississippi State.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They send the tight end in motion. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's carry on.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The short hands. It's Barnes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll try the counter. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes to grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The pull and throw off the RPO. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Douglas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He'll set up to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldog. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll start this drive going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They'll go back to the air on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carry-On. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down. And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming down.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lyons. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You can be huge out there wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
Grab near the sticks. It's Norman. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give on the inside. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And this one is perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Fires to the big fella. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The screen, and watch out.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it with Wilson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Carry-On. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
First down, Bulldogs.
To the air on 1st down. Scrambling away. Right on the money. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On the run, it's Barnes. Oh, what a move. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Off the play fake. He's going to let it go. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
23 on the play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Brings up.
And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Got the quick pass. And they'll knock him down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Creates a little room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Grab near the marker. It's Green. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On third down, he drops to throw. Look out, he's got room! And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's got the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Gets open down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. Field shrinks. Tight end targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends... so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going to the running game. Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Finds his man. It's Green. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ware. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Got a man. It's Norman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Nice move to pick up yardage. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Pulls it in. It's Norman.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. They're going to run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hill. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the Hallelujah Land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk, but this has been a very close game. They're up by 8 over Auburn. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option, it's Coleman Hope. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Behind the chains now on second and long. And the quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.